this so that we can kick off. All right. Thank you. All right. Morning, everyone. Yeah, though I mentioned earlier that the meeting will start by 8:05, but I think we are good to go right now. So we can kick off and let's see what the week has for us. All right. Once again, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's morning market review. And first and foremost, I want to myself. My name is Gabriel, prophet of the global financial markets, and I'll be taking us this morning on morning market review. And also we have the bishop of the global financial market in person of Ola joining us. We have also the prophetess as a person of Mira. So taking us this morning, and let's quickly check in. I hope we all have a very wonderful weekend. My weekend was fabulous. Yes, fabulous. Yes, because I crossed over into the new year. So many excitements. It's a very great one. All right, not wasting much of our time. It's 8:05. So, first thing and foremost, we're checking different instruments. We're checking how we can quickly take advantage of all these instruments, whether it is currency, whether it is commodities, whether it is indices. So, we're checking what is most likely going to happen to price movement eventually before the end of the week. And before we go for that, our chart, because I'll be showing a chart, before we go for that, our chart, we'll be first checking what fundamental is saying, right? Don't forget that there are three different types of analysis. We have fundamental analysis, we have technical analysis, and we have sentimental analysis. So you need to be able to put together all those things in order for you to now have an edge over price. Okay, so the first thing we are going to be doing this morning is to be checking what is most likely going to happen for this week with fundamental events. Okay, so that will take me to our economic calendar. So if you don't know how to get the economic calendar, let me just drop the link in the chat for the economic calendar. I know some of us have it already, but let me just drop the link. Right. So if you cannot hear me, please check your internet. No, I've ensured that from my own end. Also, looking at what I have here. All right. So looking at what I have here, you see, today is Monday, 25th of September. There's no really major impact news apart from this German IFO business climate that is coming out for the Eurozone. And this kind of news basically tends to affect the Euro and the German index, all right? So you want to watch out for Euro as a currency, and also you want to watch out for D30 as a German index, right? So you notice that's always been coming out bad. When it is bad, you're expected to sell Euro. Okay? So don't forget that. Now, the remaining news is by 2 p.m., which is a speech coming out by 2 p.m. for Euro. ECB, European Central Bank, President Lagarde will be giving a speech. And don't forget that when the central bank governor or the central bank chairman is giving a speech, tends to affect the market, all right? So you need to watch out for this news so you don't take positions based on technicals that will tend to change direction later. All right, Kabiru Mohammed, you said audio. I believe my audio is good. All right, so please just check your internet. If you are using your phone, somewhere at the left bottom corner, you'll see something like dial in or join through Wi-Fi. So you need to check your settings, okay? All right, so going to Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Now, the major news we are having is coming out for the USD in the afternoon by 3 o'clock p.m. And you can see we have something like the CB Consumer Confidence, you have new home sales, Richmond Manufacturing Index, right? Now, you see these three news, you need to be careful in trading them because anytime they come out, it tends to move price in a particular direction, all right? So this tomorrow by 3 o'clock p.m. Now, why are we doing this? We are doing this so that you can get to plan yourself ahead, all right? You need to be able to plan yourself based on the fundamentals that will be released for every economy that you are expecting the news to come out for, all right? So that's why we are doing this, so that we plan ourselves for the week. Okay? So Tuesday by 3 o'clock p.m., you can see we have the news for US dollar, consumer confidence, new home sales, and Richmond Manufacturing Index, right? So these are news data that you want to look out for because they can easily affect the price movement of either anything that has to do with the dollar or the dollar itself, okay? So on Wednesday, you see the major news we're having is coming out for Australian dollar by 2:30 a.m. That's CPI, Consumers Price Index, year over year. That's why you see why. Now, this news is by 2:30 a.m. I know some of us might be sleeping, all right? So, but for those that also trade AUD, you can take advantage of the news and use it to trade, all right? So, look, going further, you see by 1:30 on Wednesday, 1:30 on Wednesday, news coming out for US dollar, core durable goods and durable goods. Now, we are just trying to check fundamentally what is most likely going to happen for the week, all right, so that we are not caught unaware, right? Now, we don't want to be ignorant of fundamental, you understand? Right? Because anytime you are trading, you don't use fundamental to trade, you can use technical analysis to trade. So now, if there is no fundamental, use technical. And when there's fundamental, put technical in your pocket. You understand? Because fundamental can easily make price to disregard your technical analysis. Okay. So that same Wednesday, we have a news coming out for crude oil inventory by 3:30 p.m. Okay, so immediately after, you have the 1:30 news for US dollar. You have 3:30 news also for US dollar, which is the crude oil inventories. And by 5:45 p.m., CHF is ready. There's a speech coming out from CHF, Swiss National Bank. The chairman is going to give a speech, and please, all the speech, you need to be very careful about trading them, all right? Because speech can make price to do up and down movement, right? So that's the news for Wednesday. Then we have for Thursday. Now for Thursday, we have the major news event coming out for Europe, and it's on German CPI, and you see you have Spanish CPI for Euro. So these two guys, they will tend to affect the value of Euro, and you don't want to miss it. Please, you don't want to miss any fundamental event, especially the high impact event. You can see it's denoted with a red color. You can see that it's denoted with a red color. So we need to plan ourselves. If you want to set an alarm, you can set an alarm so that you are not ignorant of when the news will be released. And every day you wake up, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just try and check the calendar so that you are aware of the news that will be released for that particular instrument you wish to trade. Also on Thursday, we have unemployment claims and GDP coming out for the US dollar. That's same Thursday. And you have the FOMC member giving a speech by 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock, you have pending home sales for the US dollar. Now, majorly Thursday focuses more on Euro and the US dollar. So you need to be careful. And you see by 9 p.m. in the evening, the Federal Reserve Governor, which is Fed Powell, is going to be giving a speech. And the speech is an high impact one. So you don't want to miss it. Also, you want to take advantage of the speech. All right. Now, on Friday, there are less impact of news apart from the medium impact news, which is Tokyo Core CPI for the Japanese yen. And going further, okay, by 8 o'clock, okay, good. President Lagarde will still be giving, Christine Lagarde will still be giving a speech for Euro by 8:40 a.m. And you see Euro is still having German unemployment change, okay, which is what is called unemployment claims for the US economy. So it's also going to affect the market. And also going further by 10 o'clock, there's CPI coming out for Euro, see core CPI and flash estimate. And by 1:30 p.m. also, you see we have a news coming out for CAD for US dollar, majorly focuses on US dollar, which is the core PCE price index. Okay, so all these news events coming out, the major news event, please don't be ignorant of these guys. Don't be ignorant of these guys, all right? And you see, before the end of Friday, FOMC member, which is Williams, is going to be giving a speech. So please, these are news that we can take advantage of so that we can quickly spot opportunities in the market. No, there's something I stumbled on over the weekend, and I think I would like to share it with us. Yes, there's something I stumbled on over the weekend. I got to understand that most traders that we have tend to see trading as a game of chance. Yes. Well, most traders we have, they see trading as a game of chance. What do you mean by a game of chance? Game of chance is a game of luck. You just want to play your luck and see whether you win or you will lose. Okay, but I want you to understand this, that trading is not a game of chance. Trading is a game of skills. A game of skills. Now, the skills there is the knowledge that you have. All right, because when you have skills, it shows that you have gathered some knowledge, some experiences, and you were able to now use it to your advantage. All right. So for those of us that are here this morning, I'm charging us, don't see trading as a game of chance, but rather acquire the knowledge, apply the knowledge, and develop the patience. Okay. So trading is not a game of chance, but a game of skills. Okay. Now, we'll start with the USD JPY, which is my favorite instrument. As you can see on my screen, I have a sell trade already. This is a weekly time frame for USD JPY, a weekly time frame. Now, all through last week, the dollar was able to gain strength, and last week was when FOMC was released, and I followed it up. Even though I didn't trade it, but I followed it up. The FOMC was an hawkish event for the US dollar, and it made price to actually pull up. And for Thursday, there was a news that came out on USD CHF, the CHF itself by 7 o'clock in the morning, and it moves the price very well. It moves the price. Okay. So now starting with USD JPY this morning, everybody knows that USD JPY is an uptrend. There is no argument to that. USD JPY is an uptrend, but there are some times that trend tends to change. The trend tends to change. Now, with what is happening currently, let me quickly show you something. For those that love doing more of a long-term trade, are going to enjoy this. And also, we'll still look at the short-term trade too. Okay. So, but let's start with the long-term trade. For long-term trade, with what has happened here, where price has gotten to currently, if I'm checking my monthly time frame now, because I like checking higher time frame to be able to see the overview of price movement. Looking at what has happened before, now the highest point that price got to ever in the past over time, apart from last year, was somewhere around there in 1998, which is my point of reference, 1998. That's when price got as high as that ever in history. And price level is somewhere around, the price level is somewhere around 147, 148, thereabout. But then last year, I made money from this guy. I made over 32,000 Naira with 0.01. 0.01. Okay? So you see, trading is a game of skills. How will you, when you use 0.01 to make over 30-something thousand on currency, nobody with that. All right. So, but then now it happened last year, yes. But then now this year, which is this time that we are, price has been able to locate itself back to this zone. All right. Now showing us the zone, I'll be picking the eye of this guy and the eye of last previous point, which is somewhere around there, now. So price has come back to this zone. My expectations is for price to sell. But, since this is money market review, every other person's view matters. Do you understand? So I would like to hear some of our view. I'm just checking the charts now of the Eurozone news, which of the countries in the zone do their fundamental news move the market most? Okay, most. Well, you have the German, the Spanish, the Italy. All right. So you see those three economies, the fundamental coming out for them tends to move the market. Raphael Eri, please check your internet. Good. All right. Check your internet. If anybody is not hearing me, please let me just take a scale now. Let's see. Can we all hear me clearly? If you can hear me, just type yes in the chat box so that we can have a smooth session this morning. Wow. Okay. So please, for those that cannot hear me, check your internet, log out, log in, ensure you dial in with your cellular network so that you'll be able to follow through. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. So let's continue. Let's continue. Now, I would like to hear our view, most especially for those of us that have experience in trading. All right. Now, I just want to hear your opinion and your view this morning. Now, this is it. Looking at what price is doing currently. If I'm to do a long-term trade, should I still be buying or I should still be selling? Now, I have two questions. Just two questions now. If I'm to do a long-term trade, should I buy or should I sell? That's the first one. So should I buy or should I sell? I would like to hear our opinion. Okay, just two persons. Okay, if you want to talk, just raise your hand. I will unmute you and we continue with the session. Right? So I want to hear your view. What can you see? What do you think? It's most likely going to happen. Okay, I'm seeing the chart. All right. Sell. I should sell. Okay. Good. So everybody is going for a sell, right? Even me, I already have a sell, and I'll still be adding another sell shortly. Now, this is it. Regardless of what price is going to do, whether fundamentally or anything, now, price is going to sell, obviously, yes. But now, most traders now, they tend to take it as a chance. Remember I said trading is not a game of chance, but it is a game of skills, right? Now, I know that, okay, Olumiwa Koka, you're already selling. That's good. Now, I know that price will sell. I know the direction. I know where it will go. But why is it that most traders doesn't follow the price direction, but rather they want to go against price? Because obviously you have to sell, obviously. But now people still tend to look out for, this one is a buy, it's a buy. Now, most times people lose money because one, they don't have the required skills to be able to trade that particular instrument, because the way you trade an instrument should be a bit different from the way you trade another instrument. For example, now, the way I'm trading USD JPY will be a bit different from the way I'm trading USD CHF. In as much as they have the same USD that is correlating, but there are other instruments. There are other instruments that are different. Like, look at this now, USD JPY and USD CHF. They are supposed to be in the same direction. But if I look at the chart of USD CHF right now, USD CHF is not an uptrend. Okay, let me check. Let's check. So that we can confirm all those things. It's good when you confirm. You understand? Okay, so let me go on. Let's see, maybe like a monthly time frame, and if I zoom out, now this is USD CHF. Zooming out completely, you see, USD CHF is what? A downtrend, but USD JPY is what? An uptrend. You see, it was down before, but you see that the trend has changed. Now, what are your expectations? Should the trend continue upward or the trend continue downward? The trend is about to change. Now, but most traders, because it is what they are saying they want to tend to follow, they don't always look out for the future. And what the technical analysis helps us to do is to be able to give us an oversight of what price is most likely going to do. All right. So now, instead of me looking out for a long-term buy, I should be doing more of what? A long-term sell. Now, I've placed a sell already. You can see where my take profit is, somewhere around there, because I've checked my moving averages, my support and resistance. If price is falling, there's a place it will fall to before it's going to bounce back. Okay. So, but for people that want to do a long-term trade, now you also need money. You need capital. You can't be trading a long-term trade and you are using 30,000. It's not possible. Okay. Remember, trading is not a game of chance, but what? A game of skills. A game of skills. Part of your skills is your volume. So let's say, for example, I want to place a trade and leave it for 1 month. All right. I should have nothing less than 300, 500,000 in that account. But most of us, we just want to quickly take advantage, we want to scout, but it's good to scout sometimes. But the issue there is you don't know when to stop. All right. But let's leave that for another day. and let's quickly focus on entries and take profits. All right. So I'm going to be doing another sell trade. Okay, let me even check. Let me wait for price to get as high as this point. Before I sell again, somewhere around this tip here. All right, somewhere around here now. Around 148.943 before I enter another sell trade. All right. Okay, so that's my take. All right, so let's quickly check the entries and take profit for day. So what's most likely going to happen for the day? Because I know some of us are already waiting, you are waiting. You want to quickly, all the analysis I've been doing, you are saying, Prophet, I beg, just give us something so that we can go. All right, so this is it. On USDJPY, if I'm looking at buying or selling, I'll soon be rounding up and I'll be handing over to my boss so that he'll be able to take over and take us through. All right. So looking at USDJPY, entries for USDJPY, for a sell stop, if I'm looking at selling anywhere around 148.177, anywhere around 148.177. All right, anywhere around 148.177. This is for a sell stop now. If I want to set a sell stop, anywhere around 148.177 as my entry price, and my take profit, let's be looking at something about 20 pips or 15 pips maximum. All right. So take profit somewhere around 148.020. 148.020. All right. Then if I'm looking at buying, it should be above all this zone. Over the zone. So I should be looking at buying. Sorry. All right, so sorry, I just had to quickly take a moment. So let's continue. All right, just like I was saying, if I'm looking at selling 148.177, then take profit at 148.020. Now, for my buy stop, somewhere around 148.498, 148.498 buy stop, and take profit at 148. Now let me adjust this. Take profit at 148.602. 148.602. But don't forget, you're looking out for more of selling rather than buying. Somebody has made more. You're looking out for more of buying rather than more of selling. All right, so all right. All right, so going further, let's look at USD-CHF. Because this, I love USD-JPY, I love USD-CHF. These are instruments I trade more very well. USD, yes, I trade those guys very well. Now looking at USD-CHF, so on a monthly time frame, it is quite obvious that price should do more of what? More of buy. You know, now remember I said there are some instruments, they should be different from the way you trade other instruments. All right, we are still coming to gold, don't worry. We are going to treat every instrument. We'll treat commodities, we'll treat indices. Okay, so we are going to treat most of the instruments. All right, so USD-CHF now. So for USD-CHF, we can see that USD-CHF is quite different from USD-JPY, right? USD-JPY was more of what? Up, while USD-CHF is what? More of what? A downtrend. So for USD-CHF now, we shouldn't, now, in as much as for a short-term trend, Sorry, please. Just 1 minute. All right, so sorry for that. Just have to quickly sort out some things. All right, now for USD CHF now, for USD CHF, we should be doing more of, we should be looking out for more of a buy rather than a sell. More of a buy rather than a sell, right? So now, that's for a long-term trade, don't forget, okay? For a long-term trade, look out for more of a buy rather than a sell. Look out for more of a buy rather than a sell. Now, for those that have to do intermediate trend or short trend, what do we have for us? Where to quickly put our take profit and our stop loss. You can see price. Now, I was on my chart on Thursday when all this happened, and I just put my Fibonacci retracement, and you see it retraced to 38.2, and price started going back, right? So price is trying to change trend, all right? It's trying to change trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, a downtrend to an uptrend, okay? So if I'm looking out to place any trade on this guy, all right, so especially if I want to sell, so let me be selling somewhere below this. You see this zone here? See this zone? Price will still fall, but most likely not going to fall very soon. Let me change this. All right, so if I'm looking out for a sell, let's do something like this. All right, just hold on. Okay, price always hits your stop loss. It shows how to where to set stop loss better. George Allison. Please, how do I know my account officer? Please, a payer, you can drop your email and your account officer will give you a call. Right, the Slim Olariwaju, please, on what time frame are we entering the trade? Time frame are we entering the trade? Okay, now basically we do more of 1 hour time frame for that. All right, 1 hour time frame. So let's see for stop loss. Right, for stop loss, I'm not sure I gave stop loss for USD JPY, right? Okay. Well, stop loss, I don't trade with stop loss because I believe that price always goes in my direction. So doing stop loss, but I'll give you stop loss. Okay, I'll give you stop loss. Now, for you to set stop loss on the ones we are done, which is the USD JPY, for the sell, your stop loss should be for the sell stop on USD JPY. Your stop loss should be somewhere around 148 for the sell stop. Stop loss should be around 148.332. 148.332. And for the buy stop, 332, 148.332 stop loss. Then for the buy stop, the stop loss should be somewhere around this zone here, 148.349. 148.349. So those are areas to put your stop loss. Now, how do you determine your stop loss? See, if you have a trade plan, then you have a stop loss. You understand? But it is when you don't have a plan, that's when you don't have a stop loss. Okay. So, but when you have a plan, you have Reverend Adeshola, I can't see your question. If I've seen it, I would have answered the question. So probably you try and type it again. Okay. So going further, all right, please let me continue with USDCHF. So for USDCHF, if I'm looking out for positions to be entering a trade. Now, look at this. You see, when you want to check your chart, let me give you a scope now, a scope. When you want to check your chart, look at the difference between this. I believe we can all see this, right? Look at the way I'm viewing my charts now between this. You can see the difference, right? So, obviously, USDCHF is still going to sell eventually, right? Because it has gotten close to a resistance. It has gotten close to a resistance, all right? So now, since it has gotten close to a resistance, now this is it. This is it. What you will now need to do is very simple. If you have money in your account, you can decide to enter a sell trade. Now, in short, let me do that. 0.01. Good. Now, I've entered a sell trade on USDCHF. Now, as I've entered the sell trade, where will I put my take profit? Now, I'll put my take profit somewhere around 0.90452, because that is the next point I'm expecting price to fall towards before going back up. You understand? All right. Now, that's 0.01, right? Now, I'm not waiting for immediate profit, because there is still chance for price to still pull up to somewhere around there, to go deeper into the zone. After entering deeper into the zone, then you see how massive price will fall. And if it's falling, its first level to stop should be somewhere around there. See, anywhere around this zone there. Anywhere around this zone. So now, okay, hold on. Mr. Adeshola Aderiwale, all right, you funded your real account on Friday from Oshogbo Seminars, okay? What must you do? It's very simple, sir. It's very simple. All you need to do is to gain the knowledge first. Because when you have the knowledge, you make more profit. But when you don't have the knowledge, you make more loss than profit. That's the truth. When you don't have the knowledge, even trading to chance. Remember, I started with the fact that trading is not a game of chance, but a game of skills. So you don't have the required skills, fine. You need to attend trainings. You know, when you attend trainings, whether the physical training or the online training, any of the two, all right? I believe your account officer would have given you all the details of the trainings, Monday to Thursday, then the online trainings also, okay? So now, all you need to do, you need to first, you need to acquire the skills, understand? Acquire the skills first before you do any buy or sell, okay? What are the difference between buy? Please, buy limit, buy stop, sell limit, sell stop. You need to attend classes for this. You see, our time is fast spent. We have just done only 2 instruments, okay? If you have any question, maybe after we are done with some instruments, then I can answer every of our questions. But for now, let's try and get how we can easily take advantage of price, all right? Okay, so looking at what is happening currently, you can see price has gotten to a zone, but most traders would wait for price to enter deep into the zone. All right, so anywhere, for those that want to do a long-term sell trade, you can put your sell limit. Now, for those that want to do a long-term sell trade, you can put your sell limit somewhere around 0.91129. If you want to do a long-term trade, you can put your sell limit somewhere around 0.91129. All right, but for those that wants to do the day trading, okay. So if you are looking at buying, I'll not want to give you a buy close to the resistance. So let me go back to my 1 hour time frame now. Let me go back to my 1 hour time frame. All right, now if I'm looking at selling, okay, just like I've given us, my sell stop should be somewhere around 0.909. Sell stop 0.909. 903. 0.90903. Oh there, 0.90903. And my take profit somewhere around 0.90792. 0.90792. All right. So that's for my sell stop for USD CHF. So if I'm looking at buying, I need to wait for price to break this zone, which is the proven resistance. So my buy stop should be above the zone. Above the zone, because anything that makes it to get here, expect a retracement. It will retrace. Anything that makes it to get there. All right. So my buy is somewhere around 0.911. 0.91171, 0.91171, and take profit should be around 0.91230. 0.91230. All right. Sell stop for USD CHF 0.90903, and take profit at 0.90792. And also for my buy stop should be 0.91171, and take profit at 0.91230. 91230. All right. So without taking much of our time, let's quickly check gold. Let's quickly check gold. Now, please, for the buy stop, buy all these buy stop, buy limit, sell stop, sell limit. Now, just go to our YouTube channel. All the recordings for the training, either for CFTP, which is the normal class, you will see all of those trainings. You will see them. You'll see them on our YouTube channel. At just look for Rally Trade on YouTube. Rally Trade. All right. Before the end of the meeting, we'll also drop the link for you so that you can go and check the channel. You'll see all the trainings that we have done, even the morning market review we are doing right now. The recorded version is there. You can still go over it again and check. You can learn one or two things by going over and over and over again. Do you understand? All right. Subscribe to the channel, and you can like every video you are seeing there. All right. So please, let's quickly check gold. Very important. We have checked two currency. Let's check one commodities. Okay. One commodity. So I'll be doing gold. Now, this is gold. Now, in as much as for me, I'm expecting a long-term sell for gold. Yes, a long-term sell for gold. Now, why? Let me give you my reasons, right? My reasons for a long-term sell for gold. Now, this is, okay, short. Let me use a weekly time frame. Now, most of my long-term trades are on monthly time frame, but let's do a weekly time frame for gold. Now, for gold is kind of different a bit. Now, why is it that gold is different? This is it. Now, at the first point where price get to this point here, I'm doing more of technical analysis, all right? So this is somewhere around 2061 price level for gold. Price got as high as this around 2020 as of August, July, August, thereabout. Now, in 2020, sorry. All right, so also in 2022, somewhere around March, you see what price did, right? Price also got to the same point, but what happened? Now, there's a pattern I want you to check. Price got as high as this. It fell to this point, so somewhere around moving average. It bounces back, it fell again, bounces back, and it fell, right? That's like two lows, two highs, right? Got here, it fell somewhere around there towards moving average, bounces back, fell, bounced back, and it fell. Two lows, two highs. Now, again, this was this year, right? Somewhere around April. It got back to this point. Now, it has one low, one high, right? It has created the second low. It has bounces back to high. Highs, what the price normally fell, right? Two lows, two high, fell. Now, I'm expecting gold to sell for a long time. The long time now, it can sell for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, close to a month, or even more than a month, right? because I'm expecting price to come down to somewhere around 1839, most likely somewhere around 1816. That is for a long-term trade, all right? Okay. Mr. Believe. I believe your internet is not is not connected. So please try and check your internet. All right, Mr. Believe. All right, try and check your internet. Please, what variable are you using for the moving averages, green and red? Just 21 and 50. Okay, 21 and 50. Which site can you get information on indices? Please just go to investing.com. Investing.com, you get information, any information you are looking out for. All right. Now, okay, for those of us that wants to make small profits this morning, we have missed it. As somebody was saying, I should check it. I should check it. I should check it. I didn't check. I was actually expecting a rise in price, and price has even started already. Oh. This is just within few minutes. This hasn't happened as of 8 in the morning. You know, it was falling. If not, we would have just take advantage of it and close out before the 50 moving average. Okay, but that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, for those that wants to still take advantage with me, okay, I'm coming back to gold, but if you want to take advantage with me on D30 this morning, in as much as I'm expecting a long-term buy for this guy to buy it up to somewhere around 15,835. So, but you know, you can't just now let the price pull back, so you can set a buy limit somewhere around for D30, a buy limit somewhere around 15,646.2, 15,646.2. Okay, so if price comes as low as this point, you can still be buying this guy. But let me check the strength of the dollar first. Let's see what the dollar is saying. Is the dollar strong or weak? Oh, dollar is strong. Dollar is strong. So since dollar is strong, most likely price is most likely going to pull back down. So you can put your buy limit. Okay, please, you can change that figure. Put your buy limit somewhere around 15,620.1. Buy limit for D30. 15,620.1. 15,620.1. Somewhere around there, put a buy limit for D30, 15,620.1. Now, your take profit should be somewhere at the same exact point here. So, somewhere around 15,620. Yeah, let me just mark it. You didn't get the entry. 56.09, 5608.9. 5608.9. 5608.9. Then take profit should be somewhere around there. With 0.01, you make over 20,000 with this distance, right? So, as somebody will say, 0.01, you can make 20,000. Yes, trading is a game of skills, not a game of chance, right? So now, take profit for the buy limit at 15,698.2. 15,698.2. 15,698.2. So let me check something here. The USD is around 57%. So anything that makes this guy to fall down to 20, 30, between 20, 30, anything that makes it to fall down to that point, then we can be buying USD. Yes, we can be buying. But right now, sorry, we can be buying D30 rather. If USD should fall to somewhere around 2030, you can buy D30. Okay. buy D30. But anything above 50%, don't even buy it at all because it can make the price to fall. All right. So let's go back to gold. Going back to gold. Now, I was saying that price most likely going to fall somewhere around 1835, thereabouts, for gold, somewhere around 1835. But that is for a long-term trade, a long-term trade. But right now, what are you expected to do? Okay, I'm seeing some questions here. Okay, okay, to be okay, good. Thank you. All right, so let's quickly check for gold. Now, for those of us to do the day trading, you want to do your buy and sell, you can see as dollar is strong, even gold is responding to the strength of the dollar, right? So now if I'm looking at selling gold, now somewhere around, I said stock should be somewhere around 1920.05. 1920.05, then take profit at 1918.07. Sell stock gold. Sell stock for gold at 1920.05 and take profit at 1918.07. 1918.07. Right? So that is my take on gold. My take on gold. Then my buy stop and my take profit. Now, because of what has happened here, so above the moving average, buy stop. Above the moving average, buy stop at 1925.67. 1925.67. Take profit at 1927.39. 1927.39. Buy stop at 1925.67 and take profit at 1927.39. So that is my take on gold. Right, they are typing it. They are typing it. Now, somebody asked, what volume is enough to trade DE30? What volume is enough to trade DE30? See, now your risk level determines what you are to make, also what you are to lose, right? Now, if I have like 500,000 in my trading account, I should be aiming on each trade I want to be placing. I should aim nothing less than 35, 40,000 on each trade I want to be taking. Do you understand? Right? Each trade I want to be taking, nothing less than 30, 35,000, 40,000 on each trade. Because at the end of the trade, given that you take like 10 trades with 30,000, you'd have made over 300 or something thousand. Do you understand? All right. So your volume, which is your capital, determines how much you can make. All right. But there's a fundamental on Euro which, okay, yes, it will affect the pending order, right? So it can make price to quickly hit our pending order and take profit for us. Okay. Right. It's going to be dropped. Okay, they have dropped the link already, King Paris. Where to check currency strength. All right, please let's quickly proceed. So the last instrument for today will be an index, which is US 100. US 100. I love this guy. US 100. US 100. Now for US 100, now even if you want to do a long-term trade, you can see that US 100 also is approaching an all-time high. We call it all-time high. Now, if I say all-time, it has created an high before, and the zone it created was somewhere around 15793. And then when this guy was pulling up without any resistance, it was just going. It was going. We were waiting. Now, I picked a sell trade after this bearish engulfing, but I closed the trade in loss because price pulled. There was no reference to as what has happened in the past. So we were not able to get a precise resistance. Do you understand? But now we have a precise resistance, which is somewhere around here. You see, this is an angry man, a bearish engulfing. You can even call it evening star. You can call it bearish engulfing. You can call it angry man with confirmation, right? You can see this three candle formation, right? So it created this guy, and I was able to now make back my profit from it. Yes, because this is candlestick formation here, right? So now approaching the zone, in as much as it didn't get there before it start pulling back down. So, but what is my moving average saying? What is my moving average saying? Good. Since it has broken the moving average upward, right? So I'm expecting it to come and do a retest. So which means that most likely we should still expect more of a sell for price to somewhere around there. Yes, somewhere around there, more of a sell. If not, price should try and pull up to this resistance that looks untested. Then from there, it should fall, right? From there, it should fall. Okay, so for intraday trade, what is most likely going to happen? Okay, you should be looking out for more of sell rather than a buy. More of sell rather than a buy. So if I have to set my sell stop should be somewhere around there. Let me just follow the price movement. Somewhere around there, then take profit somewhere around, just not too much, something small. Okay, so 14899.10 for my sell stop, US 100, 14899.10, and take profit. I might take profit at 14871.25. 14871.25. 14871.25. Right. Then for my buy stop, and you see anywhere above this, because price can come and trigger anywhere above. Let me even put it to be safe, somewhere above this guy, so that we can take much more profit when it's breaking that zone, right? So anywhere above 15043.29, 15043.29, that's for my buy stop. 15043.29, then take profits at 15087.53. 15087.53. 15087.53, right? Don't forget, trade wisely, right? Trade wisely. What do I mean by that? Don't expose your accounts to too much risk. You have 100,000, you know what to do. You know what to do. Okay. And now I think I can take some of our questions. Little on US 2000. The Prophet and Miracle. I'm coming for you both. Okay, don't worry. We will receive you too in the office. Okay, all right. So we are from the Abuja office here, and from the Abuja office. All right. So please, this is it. This is it. We need to trade carefully, right? Now, trading is not a game of chance, but what? Game of skills. It's not a game of chance, but a game of skills. So you don't want to give chances, but you take opportunity, right? Don't give chances, but you take the chances. With the skills you have, you get the chances in the market. How can we get these chart patterns indicators, right? Now, my chart is very simple. I only have moving average trend, an indicator of support and resistance, in as much as it's something I can identify. Understand? Okay, but still, now for you to get this, just discuss with your account officer. And your account officer can help you to install your indicators on your system. And also there are some indicators on the MT4 that you can get to use by yourself. It's just to learn how to use them. We'll teach you how to use them and you'll be able to use them. Okay, please, I don't them before. Now, this is it. For those that have not traded before, because I think we have more of them here. For those that have not traded before, please try and attend training. See, when you have the knowledge, you'll make much more profit than you anticipate. But if you don't have the knowledge, you give yourself to chances, and it's not good. Remember, trading is not a game of chance, but trading is a game of skills, all right? And for you to get the skills, you need knowledge. Knowledge will give you the skills you need. Okay, so please attend trainings so that you can get the required knowledge for you to make the acquired profit. Okay, so thank you so much for joining the Morning Market Review this morning. I wish us a blissful day, a peaceful day, and a very profitable week. All right, thank you all.